Okay, so I was debating whether or not to even put a commentary track on this one, simply because of the nature of this particular video. You see, I've put stuff in it to kind of explain how I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and so I have to very carefully watch the time so I know when this is about to happen. Today, we hope to get Egret Tours Marina up and running as a settlement, but first we have a series of steps to complete. Step 1. Build a small generator. Now, it's an interesting way to do the video, I think, but I have to sit here and carefully watch the timing so that I'll be ready to stop talking and say something else when this happens. Step 2. Build a settlement beacon. So we all know what's going to happen next. I'm going to try to build a settlement beacon. Which, makes sense. Except, of course, that I can't build a settlement beacon. And so, step 2A, scour the settlement for junk. See, I have to watch it, so I'm ready for the next card. It seemed like a really good idea for the video, and I think it still is a good idea for the video, but trying to keep track of the time and what I'm going to say next, a little complicated. But anyways, as I said, we have to scour the settlement for junk. And even though I don't need fertilizer, which is all I'm getting with the vines, and we drop out to see what's in the safe. And yeah, I go ahead and fast forward to this because you don't care. And automatic laser pistol. I think if I had a high enough scrapper perk, I could probably scrap those laser weapons and get crystal out of them. But I'm not sure. I don't remember. So I don't know if it would help me to even upgrade the scrapper perk or not. Besides, I've got other things that I could probably use the scrapper perk on, or use my points for, than the scrapper perk. And here we go in. Look, more vines. And more of this. More trash. More of this. More of that. And I tripped something. I just do that all the time in this episode. I'm walking on landmines, triggering trip lines, and yeah, it's not real good. But yeah, we're looking, and I'm just not finding anything that screams crystal to me. And at the time, I wasn't even sure what would have crystal in it, aside from maybe high scrapper perk laser weapons. And that whole bit there was to show you that, okay, this helps. This is ceramic, so I have my ceramic, but I still need crystal. But anyway, the way these buildings are set up, you can't delete the broken roof. You can't delete the broken walls. You can only delete the whole building. You can't even delete the floor crashing down on you. Although this building, the warehouse building, actually comes in parts. But now we're going to run back here and see if there's anything in here. And I at least remember to get the Wasteland Survival Guide. So, that was a plus. But, yep, there's just nothing else in here. So, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to come up here and check the safe. See what Phyllis has in the safe. Phyllis has not much. Step 2B, scour nearby locations for junk. Okay. Well, do you know what the nearby locations are? If you don't, it's the bridge with the bus on it, And it's the Coast Guard station just down the river a bit. So we're going to suit up as soon as I see what I've got here. Okay, looks like a new one. Which, since I'm going out and looting everything, I'll be burning through it. Mainly because I keep forgetting that I'm in the XL1 armor. Which, you know, might provide more protection than my Sentinel armor does. But the Sentinel armor has... let's turn this off for now. Sentinel armor has the upgrades for carry capacity.
Got it.
So let's get Preston down here. I think Preston's coming down here. Preston, where are you? Oh, there he is. Alright. He climbs into his suit of armor. Because that'll help him carry more too. Alright, here we go. Heading over to the bus. I don't actually think there's going to be much in the bus, but, you know, we need to at least look, just in case. Because, well, you know me, I check all of the buses, so... That's just what it is. And oh, look, another landmine I managed to walk right over. And there's the postman hat and the extremely large teddy bear, which I am not picking up. Mainly because I think if I pick it up and put it in my inventory, it shrinks back to its normal size. Whereas if I come here, pick it up, and actually carry it all the way back to Egret Tours Marina, I have to say that slow so I can say it right. But if I carry it in my hand, or float it in front of me, as the case may be, I will actually be able to set it, drop it in its large form, and it will stay that way. And then it'll get knocked over, and who knows what will happen to it. Now, I have already cleared this of the super mutants once, but that doesn't mean that it stays cleared. And that seems like something just triggered, but I don't know what it was. But anyways, here's some oil cans. Oil cans are always useful, especially if they're made of aluminum. So that's always handy. Gas canisters, excuse me. Maybe the gas canisters aren't aluminum. Maybe it's the oil ones that are aluminum. Oh, well. Either way. Not that any of these are actually what I need right now. I mean, they're useful and all, but they're not really what I should be looking for. But anyway, we're going to scour the goodies around here just to see what useful stuff we can find. Yes, I paused, so there will be a space where I know to mute the sound of me moving my paper and my keyboard so I can assume a more comfortable position while I'm narrating this. Okay, that's good. I need the copper. And who knows, I may even need the circuitry from the hot plate. So that's good. But it's not what I'm looking for right now. You don't get anything from the radios. And I think somewhere up here, I am just being horrible about missing stuff. There's a ammo box, I think, back in the trailer that I just completely looked over. So, was it there? I don't know. I didn't bother for it, so... That's one of the advantages of going back and doing this again. I can see just how much stuff I just was oblivious to. Which, you know, in the case of doing something else important and running around is fine, but when you're actually looking to loot as much valuable stuff as you could possibly find, it's dumb. You need to pay attention to everything. And, no, this is not open yet. I have to do this. And here we go. We're going to skip a bit. so you don't have to spend 5 minutes waiting for me to finally figure it out to open the store. Actually, it didn't take all that long. I actually find it easier to do the harder ones because there's more things to match on. It's the novice ones that actually will sometimes take me longer. Unless I, luck out and first thing I click is that. So, a lot of booze, a lot of chems in here. So that's useful for my booze and chem supply. And another coffee pot and hot plate. Oh, look at this. Expert luck.
Yes.
2 picks, not a problem. Still nothing that I actively need. And watch this. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Novice lock. Took more work than the expert one. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. And okay. I think I've already looked everywhere. One place I actually did bother to check out everything. Doesn't seem to be anything there, so let's go up to the first floor. Out of the basement. And, well, nothing there, nothing there. Hey, the first time I went through here, ooh, the Eddie Winter Holotape 9. Let's see how many times it takes here. 1, 2. Oh, not bother counting. The first time I came through here, I just killed super mutants and carried on my wayward way.
After all these years.
So that's why there's still so much stuff here, because I didn't get it the first time I was here. And it does make for an easier time looting. Look at this. A full Nuka-Cola machine. Almost full Nuka-Cola machine. An empty cigarette machine, but, you do what you can do. Alright. So was stairs upstairs, but they don't work anymore. But that's okay, there's a broken floor ramp we can climb up. Some bottle caps. And yeah, not much left there. And this is somebody's office. We've got booze, broken lamp, which will be more copper, an ammo box that I actually checked, file cabinets, ceramic bowl, more booze, technical documents, oops. Nothing with crystal in it though. Oh, the one restroom door is locked. Let's try again.
That's it.
And there's this first aid kit. And that seems to be about it. Okay, now we have a roof. How do we get up to the roof? We don't go that way. We don't go that way. But there is a convenient ramp. Look at that ramp. How convenient. Let's go up the ramp. And we go up the ramp. We cross this broken roof bridge, and we find the end of dungeon steamer trump. Or at least that's what Oxhorn always calls them. The sea captain hat, pint glass, bottle caps. And we just jumped down. And I think there was another something to look in that I completely ignored in the other corner. So, oh well. Take a quick peek around the vertibird here. Don't see anything useful. Wait for Preston while my action points build back up. And we come out to the tank. See that body to the right? I completely ignore it. I know. It's just... I come over and I get the gunner corporal. And I come over here and I get the gunner conscript. And I come around here and I go around the front of the tank. And I see him right there in front of Preston and ignore him completely. And the radio station. Problem with the radio station is just like it's all marked as owned, so it can be complicated snatching it from them. I suppose I could go in guns blazing and take him out, but Anne might be upset if I did that. Although I don't think there's any way to actually hear what they're doing at the radio station.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Yes, let's unload some stuff on
This is what I've got.
Preston. There we go. Stuff, yes. Just give it all to Preston. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he's full up. Actually, I probably could have put some of this lighter stuff on him. It wouldn't have helped me much, though. I mean, obviously, he's not going to be able to take 2 of those batteries. They're both very heavy. But I probably could have put some lighter stuff on him. But basically, I'm just doing a quick scan through to see if there's anything that we grabbed that had copper, or not copper, crystal. And of course, none of it had crystal. We've got gold, we've got oil, we've got springs, we've got, anything but what we actually need. And there's another landmine I walked over. That's what, 3, 4 so far today? I really need to look into the Lightfoot perk. Oh, you're there. Okay, well. I'm panting. So, we'll come back down here. Preston. Oh, Preston. Where are you, my faithful lieutenant? Although he's not actually labeled as a lieutenant. And that's nothing. I thought maybe that was something. I don't know what it is. And I never actually tell you what rank Preston holds. I mean, he's your second in command and you're general, so it's like, is he Colonel Garvey? Nobody else seems to address him as such. Basically, he just seems to be the public face of the Minutemen. So, you're walking around as the general, but he's the one that everybody comes up and hands caps to for his good work. So, that's kind of annoying. Anyways, let's unload some stuff here. Go ahead, drop the guns. I have plenty of guns of my own. I don't need to carry around more. And yes, we don't need the Coast Guard hats or the postman's hat. And I don't want to get rid of the legendary stuff yet. Let's save that for home. Save it for the armory back at Sanctuary. So we'll unload some of this stuff. I should probably start trying to sell some of these chems I'm never going to use. Oh, there he is. I don't know why he rushes up, stops short, and then goes and stands in front of the wall. I guess that even looks dangerous.
Sure. Here's my supply.
Right, let's pull this stuff. Okay. So we've got... Yeah, leave that. Leave that. Oh, yeah. See, I forgot about the power armor bits he's holding. And even now, it still escapes my awareness that I could put some of the Raider power armor to fill in the gaps of what he doesn't have. Okay, well, next step will be Step 2C, check nearby settlements for junk. So, we're going to go over to Somerville Place. Now, I suppose I could have just went up to Fairline Hills. But Fairline Hills doesn't need that kind of stuff because it's on the Provisioner network already. And probably, it may not even have extra crystal there. because you can actually only grab what's in their workshop. But it turns out there's 2 crystal here. So now we have 2 crystal. And we're scrolling along, just in case, I think. A little more, a little further. And a microscope. It has 2 crystal too. Now let's make sure we're not taking all of their crystal here. And what else have we got? ProSnap camera. 4 crystal from the ProSnap camera. So they're good. They are well equipped. So I can go ahead and take the microscope. Alright, so now we'll head back. And we'll go in and dump all this stuff. You don't have to dump all this stuff, but I am carrying it, so you know microscopes are heavy. So let's dump it. And then for some reason I go in and check it. It's like, you've dumped everything. There's nothing to check. See? Look, there's your crystal. So,
Must have been a nice spot once.
we come back out here. And step 2 again. Build a settlement beacon. And look, there's a yellow settlement beacon. And we click, and there it is. We have a settlement beacon. Yay! We wire it up, and it's not on because I turned the generator off. And next, step 3. Keep busy until a settler arrives. So, let's go do some stuff. More junk to pick up. Don't really want to start yanking all the road. A pile of these can go. I'm probably going to want that rock to go in the tree cluster. Because I'm going to put housing up there, so I need a reasonably clear space to put it. And what am I doing now? Nice. Where can I start putting... Ooh! I thought that was deeper than that. I'll put it there, but no, I'm putting housing there. I can't decide what thing I'm going to use. Okay, agricultural plot. There's 1. Here's 2. And here's 3. So that will take care of up to 6 people to start with. Alright, we have the control, so we'll choose the building plan. And at first I was unsure of what the difference between CB and WB was, and then it occurred to me later that that's concrete base. And the other one is wood base, like you see there. But here we're going to put corn. Corn farm. Concrete base. And here we're going to do herbs. Because the herbs are, it's a greenhouse. So, oh look, here we go. And now we get ready for step 4. Assign a provisioner to Fairline Hills Estate. Fairline Hill Estates. What is it with this game and putting S's in weird places? It's Egret Tours Marina, not Egret's Tour Marina. It's Slocum's Joe, not Slocum Joe's. Everything is just exactly what you prepare settlement for settlers. Step 5. Like we were doing that before. But what we're going to do now is actually, well, build a generator. And usually, this settlement gets a fusion generator in a small building down by the docks. because that's more than enough to power all of this, and it's kind of a neat thing to do at the end of the dock area. But since I have these, I like these because it tells me I'm getting close to my settlement. Alright, let's clean this up. Warehouse wall. Not warehouse, just warehouse wall. I'm going to put this kind of around the corner. See, because if I put it at the corner, I'll be able to take that wire wherever I need to take it. Like over here to the brick building. It's probably higher than it needs to be, but yeah, we'll clear this out. Yeah, clear that one out because I'm going to replace it with one that works. Also because it makes a nice little power pole. Only we'll face this one towards the area because we'll need light inside. Whereas this one here, since the building is basically useless anyway, we want it to light the boardwalk so people know where they're going. And, well, let's put in a small power pole just to get everything down here where I need it. There we go. And now we'll put in the industrial one. There we go. Now, normally, this would be more water than this place would ever need. Except, of course, that with some settlements, it burns through more of everything. You know, you don't need water for person, you'll need water for people and for your farm areas. So, yeah. Alright, we need to get this. I don't want to stick it all the way in the corner because I'm going to put a nice turret tower up there. Because I get strange... You get two things attacking here at Egret Tours. You get things coming over from the bridge area in the bus, and then you get everybody panicking because there'll be rad stags over on this side. I mean, I've had settlements go into full-blown panic mode because a rabid rad stag is coming in to attack or something. Alright, so we'll start putting some of these in. Collect this, and then we'll attach this to the other side. Now that will let me get to the fronts of my residential plots. Oh, that just snapped right in. Isn't that nice? Okay. So we've got our generator going. Just basically signaling to the world that we're here. And since we're building these all on a separate level, and we're too close to get it. I'm still not very good, but I can get it straight. There we go. So that one's straight. I should probably try to put that lower, but it's too late now. Okay. We can put forward more then. Alright. Now, concrete foundation. We have a reason for this too. Because this is the, call it the acceptable entrance into the marina. So we'll put the guard post there. And now, we've got a place to put a residential plot. There's one residential plot. There's another, and there's a third. And yeah, what am I doing? Oh yes, I'm going to put a walkway along the front. Because you can't always count on them. I mean, I could put individual stairs And who knows, I could end up coming through here and tearing all this down and doing that. But for now, we'll do it this way. Oh look, I get to defend Sanctuary Hills. Lovely. Alright, there's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. Okay, we've got 4 houses. We have a spare bed in the warehouse. So we'll scrap this and put a real one up to light this part of the parking lot. And this to light the other part of the parking lot. I think maybe I should turn that around to face in too. That's okay. We'll put one here to light where the stairs are, because that's a safety issue. And also, I can use it to link up across over here. And we go ahead and do this. And do this. And then step 6. Run out of something important. Copper. So, yep. So we're done with this for now. Because, yeah, I'm out of copper. It's a good thing I picked up all of that crap, because at least I had copper then. So we've got a functioning supply line. We have 3 agricultural plots. Step 7, go home and defend and restock. So this is good enough for now. It will, it's got enough of stuff for people to come in. A couple anyway. So let's go back to Sanctuary and enjoy a battle. So where are we going? I hear gunfire. And I see people shooting in a direction. There we go. Oh, super mutants. How special. Almost like they don't know what they're doing. Just sort of stand there waiting for you to shoot them. There we go. Codsworth. Yeah, Codsworth still had his chance to take one out. So what do we got? We got a super mutant with stuff. Okay. That was a missile launcher. So who have we got? So they look like they're looking that way, but now they're looking this way. So let's go this way.
Alright.
Gotta be honest with you. Oh, well, I guess we're done. We have successfully defended Sanctuary Hills. Yay for us. Of course, this isn't done yet. Check. Didn't see anything there to look up.
Good to see you again. Anything you need from the Minutemen?
Always glad to see the Minutemen.
Glad to hear it. We're always ready.
Preston is good for PR, if nothing else.
Sure was nice chatting.
See you.
Shouldn't be anybody in here. Nope, nobody in here. I still need to put a sign on that, don't I? Tell everybody that that's the bazaar. I guess I could just call it a market.
I just want to trade a few things.
Well, I guess
You ought to be
Sturgis isn't the
careful.
one to talk
I can
to.
fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Let's talk to this guy.
Hey,
Thanks for your help fighting them off.
There we go.
I was glad to help out.
Well, I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
A defend the settlement quest isn't done until you get that conversation. It's the same conversation every time. The turret's still working, so it didn't get damaged during the attack, or not enough. Ooh, a board. So, that's fine. More mutant hound meat. I have a lot of mutant hound meat. Probably good. Another board. I already checked you. And you're back at your post. And the other guy is at his post. And we go along here and Running up this far, should there be? Oh, it's Carla. Well, oh, and another super mutant.
Carla,
Hey there. Trading?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Always happy to make a sale.
Alright, so let's grab anything that looks useful. Basically, aluminum and copper. It's these higher end armors. They're the ones that really end up using your copper and your aluminum. That's one of the things to be said for the T-45 and the Raider power armor. You just need steel for the most part. Saves you a lot of problems. I may have to just grab one of those shipments of copper. Get everything I can anyway. Grab some ASAM sensors because I've been using those up. Oh, fusion core, fusion cells. And, alright. We owe 717 caps. So, let's find a few odds and ends. Get rid of a couple old fusion cores. And some 38 rounds. I don't use enough of them. We'll give them to her. Not really using the 44s either. Alright, we don't owe her anything, but she's still got 366 caps. So what do you say we grab those from her? Alright. We came out ahead. And yeah, I needed another board. Now, transfer. Transfer all that stuff I just bought. Alright. How about some of the... Is there anything else I can get rid of? Short automatic pipe rifle. Why am I still carrying that? Now see, here's the thing that I'm thinking, but I don't do. I'm thinking I'm going to go to my weapons bench and I'm going to scrap the boards for wood. Except that I never actually go and scrap the boards for the wood.
Hey,
What do you need?
excuse me.
Hey there. What's up?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
Sure thing.
Still not calling me babe yet, though. Is there no fusion core in his armor? He'd been running around this whole time with no fusion core. And I didn't bother to take the one out of that one. Put your weapon down.
Heads up.
Point it out. You want to swap supplies? No problem.
Yeah, let's grab that stuff from him so he doesn't have to cart my junk around anymore. Mainly this. Alright. So, let's go ahead and unload that. It will prove useful later. But if I told you why, I'd have to issue a spoiler alert. So, see, I'm actually a couple of episodes ahead here. So I'm like, I've done stuff that, and here's the annoying thing, I'm looking to see what pieces I might have to replace the ones that the suit Preston brought back. Because it's like, he's got no left arm and no left leg. And for some reason, I completely ignored the fact that there's a left arm in the box. But hey, look, my students, they're eating at their lunch table. And then they're sitting back at their desks, even though it's getting late. Now, what we're doing now is, I didn't think about it before, and it's like, yeah, she's not there. Before, when she was still a chem addict, she would stay in her house. Now that she's freed from chems, she doesn't go there anymore. Anyways, I have 2 romanced companions, and I don't really want them to fight over me. So, we'll come down here where I have no romanced companions, and we'll just spend the night. Ooh, another cat. Maybe my cat is getting some romance now. And in here, we've got beds, we've got a couch, we've got room for other stuff. And we come over here. I don't know who you are. Got steps. I've got people in my Slocum's Joe. So I guess that means the steps are working finally. Which means that during the day, the guy should actually go to work. That's one problem with this particular sim settlement object. At level 1, that light is useless. It does nothing. And my wasteland chef. Let's see what does the wasteland chef. The wasteland chef put something in there. I don't remember where the right hand. Oh, but look, I've got all of this nifty stuff from Slocum's Joe in my inventory or my workshop. See, that's the nice thing about stuff from the sim settlements. They will put things like this in your workshop without you having to actually go and make it. So you don't get to choose what they make, but you get stuff like this, and it doesn't really cost you anything. They just do it with whatever they've got on hand, I guess. But I mean, if I ever needed some of this stuff, there's one that gives you extra charisma, and there's one that gives you extra endurance. It increases your AP. It gives you extra strength. It gives you 5 rads, but it gives you extra strength. So that's kind of good. And I think that cook station, the chef station, I think it makes like Lamco mac and cheese and the Salisbury steaks and all that kind of stuff. It makes them and puts them again in your settlement workshop. Oh, it's okay. So nobody's in this bed, so it's mine. And I keep pushing the wrong thing. See, I have this bad habit of wanting to hit tab instead of escape, because it's like, you hit tab to get out of a whole bunch of other stuff, so why don't you just press tab to get out of this? There. Okay. So, it's getting late, and nobody else is going to bed yet, but they will soon. And I decide I'm going to, not yet, I'm going to save the game. And silly me, not that one, not that one, not that one. New save, there you go. Okay, so, thanks for watching. See my new supply lines all the way down to Egret Tours Marina. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's right, somebody is supposed to be there. And getting supply lines to them is going to be a little tricky, and there's the gap I have to fill. I sent somebody to the Mechanist Lair to fill it, and that I'll probably need to send over there. And I need to get Coastal Cottage so I can get to the island. But for now, we're going to call it a night. Thanks for watching, and watch out for the death claws.